Hey besties, and welcome back. Today we are working more on our Newcrest town, and we are going to, if you're new here, hi, my name's Cassie and I focus on skill building. Today we're going to be working on gaming skill, and the gaming skill that we focus on here is Sims 4 because it's my favorite game in the whole world, and we are going to be building in Newcrest. We built a couple weeks ago the music store, and that was awesome. That was a labor of love, truly. But now we have to move to the next lot in the upper neighborhood. So we are going to be moving to the cafe. That is like, I'm really excited about it. The cafe is super cute. You guys are gonna love it. But before we get into the cafe, I just wanted to kind of touch base on something else that I talked about in my last video. We're gonna be focusing more on skill building. And in order for me to track my skills, because my last video gave me quite a bit of skills in gaming, video production, and graphic design. You know, there's a few things that I got skills from producing that last video and recording that last video. And I'm doing that again this time. So I'm keeping track of that, and I'm trying to build a spreadsheet to make it so that I can keep track of that, but also to make it so that you can keep track of your skills and see kind of where you sit on the levels of mastery. Because it takes 10,000 hours. There was actually a mistype in my description. I thought it was 70,000 hours, but it's actually 10,000 hours to be a master in anything. So if you spend 10,000 hours doing any one thing, you will be a master in that thing. So I'm trying to build this spreadsheet to track 10,000 hours in a 6 different subjects of subsects of skills, and then within those skills all of the different activities that contribute to those skills, so you can both dually track your overall skills and your activities. So for example, if you want to track crafting but you're also wanting to track knitting, your knitting is in the crafting category. See what I mean? But yeah, I'm working on that, and it will be listed on my website for probably like $1, maybe $2, whenever I do get that done. I've had some family stuff going on, and I have not been able to work on it at all this week. Now, let's go ahead and get into the Sims 4 Scratch and Sip Catfe. Welcome to the Scratch and Sip Catfe. This place is so cool. So first I'm going to tell you how I came up with the name. Basically for this lot, I wanted to do a cafe, and I really wanted to do a cat-fe, basically like a place where you could come and hang out with kitties. This is how I envision it. And you can maybe like adopt a cat from this place. So I imagine that this place has like adoption events where you can adopt kitties and just take them home with you and maybe meet kitties, because I did give it the cat hangout lot trait. So yeah, this is a cat-fe, and you can probably hear my cat screaming because he wants to be let out of the room, but he's gonna have to wait a minute because we're busy. So yeah, we kind of copied the same floor plan as the other building, the last building that we did, the music store, but I made it a little bit different in the layout. Just like the office is a little bit smaller, and I think the office is the same size, but there's no hallway, there's no break room, the bathroom is slightly bigger. There's just a little bit of a different layout. So the beginning of this video is going to be pretty similar to the last video that we did in this area, but I wanted it to be different. I wanted it to be like the same developer made the same building, like made the two buildings next to each other, but I didn't want it to be exactly the same. So there's no bay window in the front, and we used a completely different brick, and the back area is a little bit different. Both windows, or both buildings, do have rooftop access so that you can access the solar panels and the water heater. I don't necessarily know that you need the water heater on this lot, but I thought, hey, why not? you know? Why not put a water heater? So we did a lot of, I pretty much did the exact same landscaping. Like I said, I copied the lot and I kept the landscaping because I want the whole town to kind of feel cohesive. And I feel like with these more community lot type buildings that it makes sense for them to have the same, if not similar, landscaping, because they kind of would be like in real life. If you drive through a town, you see that all of these big buildings right next to each other kind of have similar flowers and landscaping and stuff around them. But I did put a different tree in the backyard than I used in the music store, and the back area is a little different as well. We've got 2 trash cans. One is for recycling, and then we have the bike rack, which I really wish that they would put that is from For Rent Debug, but I wish that they would put it in like the regular game as a usable item, because we don't really have anywhere to store bikes. And we did in The Sims 3. We had a bike rack in The Sims 3 that we could store bikes on. So I wish that we had that in The Sims 4 as well, because we don't have anywhere to store bikes. They just go in your Sims inventory, and I kind of hate that. I did a little custom signage out front, and then I decided to put some tables outside. That wasn't in the initial plan. I originally, on the inside, I had done a bar stool height tables, and when I was placing my chairs, I placed all my chairs, and it was like, you don't have any chairs placed, because apparently bar stools don't count as seating in the cafe lot type. So I don't know what's up with that. And then the biggest embarrassment of my life, and you'll see it in the screenshots later, that bag of cat food that was on the ground in the storeroom is actually not a bag of cat food at all. When I uploaded it to the gallery, it's a bag of dog food, because I forgot to change the swatch. So yeah, so I wanted to make this a cafe. So I originally was like, let's call it the scratching post, because I had one of the scratching posts and I sized it up like really, really big, which you'll see here in like 2 seconds. I sized it up really, really big, and I made it like a column because I wanted it to be kind of cool. And then I did like a little like kitty cat food area, because I figured like this is where everybody would eat down here. And then upstairs is more of like the hangout zone where you can just chill with the kitties and play with them. There's toys up there, there's cat trees, there's all the catnips. We made sure that it was just like the coolest, most fun hangout zone for the kitties ever. And there's couches too. So the only catnip that I did not do was the mad nip, because I don't want angry kitties. I just want happy kitties. I don't want no angry cats. And I feel like you don't want angry cats either. So here's the tour. I kind of sped through things a little bit fast here, but this is the main area where you can go and get your coffee or your espresso or your muffin or whatever. I did bar stool seating on the inside, and then I love that little like hang in there kitty poster. I use that in so many builds. It's one of my favorite objects in the game. I don't know why, but I just love it. I wanted this area to be kind of easy to use. I love the paw prints on the floor that like take you to where you get your coffee and upstairs, but I wanted it to be easy to navigate. And I also wanted you to be able to have like books. So I put the bookshelves and I put the little Roombas, because there's cats here, so there's gonna be a lot of cat hair. So I wanted to make sure that I had the little Roombas so your Sims weren't going to be like sweeping things up all the time. But yeah, I really enjoyed doing this. This was stop motion. It's all in like 780 screenshots. Some screenshots did get taken out, but in total it was like 780 screenshots that I had taken to make this video. It is really cool. I actually really enjoy doing the stop motion process. I really enjoyed making this build. I can't wait to do the next build, but right now there's like a game breaking, see, look, there's that bag of dog food. There's a game breaking bug with For Rent, so I'm kind of holding off on finishing the duplex until I can get assurance that it's not going to mess up my save file, because I don't want to mess up this save file. I'd like to be able to upload this save file to my website so that you guys can see it and maybe download it for yourselves for free, of course, because you know that's what's within EA's terms of service. But yeah, the bathroom, I wanted to do something kind of simple, like just public restroom. I did include a family restroom with a infant changing table, but I did not include a toddler potty in this build. I guess I probably could have, but I didn't think about that because I just didn't really think that this is something that you would normally be bringing a toddler to. Like, why would you bring your toddler to the cafe? But I mean, people with toddlers have to bring their toddlers to the coffee shop all the time in real life, so who am I to say? I don't have a toddler, so who am I to say? And then here's the upstairs area. The upstairs area I truly loved. This was probably one of the more fun areas to create. I really loved the detail of like the cat on top of the cat tree, the little cat decal, and the toys on the floor, and just I feel like this would be a really, really great place to come and just play with kitties. And I love kitties, so you know, that's just me. That's just who I am. If you enjoyed this video, thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe. I really appreciate it. I've been working really hard to make my videos better, so I really appreciate if you would give me some feedback and let me know if the video is everything that you wanted it to be. I did put some screenshots at the very, very end of the video that include the grid on if you'd like to try to build this for yourself. But if you would like to find it on the gallery, my gallery ID is SassyCassie6, the same as my YouTube handle, and you can find this under the Scratch N Sip Catfe. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. I'll see you on the next one. Bye!